Go figure. I have everything ready today. And even started a minute early. Let's see. And this exposure sucks ass. That looks better. Okay. Yeah, okay. All right. We are doing River City Girls today. Just the box. I got both. Try to make them look the same. Just a little difference. Most part. All right, let's do this. Let's do with River City 1 first. All right, there's two things we got to do here. All right, I don't need the printer right now. We'll unplug that. Got to get this up and running. You'll see why in a minute. And here are the colors I have. Don't need the blender though. I might. We'll see. But I figured out the colors I need for that one at least, two. I'm gonna have to do one, but so yeah, I need to get that ready. So hopefully when we're done here, this will be warmed up. It's laminator, but we're not traditional laminating. Oh, let's do this. Oh, so the thing is, I have to glue two of these cardstocks together. I use a contact spray glue, and that way it doesn't dry crispy. I try to use like Elmer's glue, or white glue, and that just gets crusty. Like every time you move the box, it's like makes a crunching noise. It's like no. So I found that the contact spray is so much better because it holds together and it's flexible. And you don't want the box flexible, but when you pick it up, it's going to give and take a little bit, right? So, yeah, I realized you learn as you go. And I think I got down most of the tricks I have. But yeah, you don't want a crusty box. All right. So we're going to have to cut out some things, and we'll have to do some things differently. Like, I finally figured out the box making process, and what I've added takes a while. Also, the soundtrack you're listening to is the River City Girls soundtrack. I don't know why. I have River City Ransom in my brain for some reason. Also another good game. I really need to get more in there. All right, so there is a reason. Okay, I should have probably waited. It's fine. It's fine. I know how to make this work. Yeah, okay. We'll do it in the other one. Hopefully I can salvage this. I forgot. I'm still working on my first cup of coffee. Yeah, see, I redesigned the cover. I mean, it looks like the original, but I had to redesign it. Because the way my boxes are, it wouldn't fit. But I was able to get the logo and clip art that were transparent PNG, and I was able to remember it. I redid the background here. Okay, I pretty much recreated the cover from scratch. I took design keys from them, but yeah, pretty much just redesigned it. Okay, so we'll leave that. What I wanted to do was this. Oh, it's ready finally. All right. All right, so what we need to do is need to pre-fold this now. It'll make perfect sense in a minute. Wow. And we're going to have to change the color a bit too, but we'll figure it out. All right, so what I want to do is now that we have this, now we do our new thing. So I got these. These are self-adhesive lamination sheets, but they're really thin. I was lucky to find some that were that thin, because the thicker ones just make things awful. So what I want to do now, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to waste some of this, but it's fine. And the reason why I fold this is because I don't want that lamination on this, because this is what I'm going to use to glue to it. You don't want that on the glue. I mean, yeah, you don't want to glue that. You want to glue paper on paper for a better strong. I mean, it does work. I've accidentally done it. Not sure how long it'll last compared to, you know, paper on paper, but I'm pretty sure it's not stable. So I'm glad that we did that. And now here's the fun part. So I'm just pushing it as it goes to make sure there's no bubbles in there. You don't want any bubbles. I wish I could show more of this, but man, this thing just did not want to work with me today. No bubbles though. That's good. All right, so when we get to the end, we can actually use this for something else. So we want to get to the end and just barely poke out. And unfortunately, this is where it gets tricky and you got to be precise. Where is my, there you are. So what we want to do is now slice this. And that leaves us one we can use. I think we can use it for that. Yeah, okay. This, I mean this. That's perfect for that. I don't think it'll fit on this. Well, almost, but no, it's fine. We'll use that for that. All right, so we got this down, and we'll push it best we can, but I don't know if you could see. It doesn't look right. It looks like there's just not making full contact, and that's where this thing comes in. But first things first. Is we need to get rid of this. And that's why I made a mistake on that, because you don't want overlap, right? Because you want them to be perfect. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to work on something with this. And I don't want to print out because I have to go downstairs and glue it. Yeah, we are live. Oh, forgot something. There we go. All right, so look, it looks okay. This is where it really gets it sandwiched in. So like the self-adhesive, it works great. The problem is, it doesn't look like it sticks all the way, even though how much you press it. It takes a lot of work to do that out. And I found out I got this laminator and ran through it, and it does takes care of it for me. And it actually looks 1,000 times better. I don't know if you could tell afterwards, but if you saw it, but it looks so much better. We'll run it through one more time, just to make sure. And then we're going to have to see how we're going to be able to salvage this. I might be able to. Oh, that looks so good. I got this. It took me about a few 3 or 4 days to get this process down to where, you know, you had that high gloss look. Oh, it looks so good. All right, well, one down. All right, so how I have a feeling we're gonna put this here. Hey, Blackbird. Nice, Blackbird. Happy Saturday. All right. Oh, so I found a new way to do boxes to make them look even better. So these are lamination sheets. I found some that were self-adhesive and really thin. So, like, hold on. So take a look at it before, right? This is what it looks like before, and I'll show you what it looks like after. As soon as I get this going. It's just not liking me right now. There. Come on. No, you bastard. I screwed this one up, so it's my fault. Also, this is the River City Girls soundtrack, by the way. I always do. All right. So now, so what I have to do is this shimmy thing. It prevents bubbles. Most part, it's been bubble free since, but you know, crap. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Oh, crap. Oh, I almost forgot to do something. Almost forgot. This reminds me of Heart, if you've ever heard Heart. I don't know. Her voice does. You know what I mean? Good voice. Funny how games always go back to like the old style of music, you know what I mean? I mean, like this is something that would have been released in the 80s, 90s, right? Like that's what it sounds like. So yeah, I really like video game music sometimes. Yeah. Does this add work to it? Oh yeah, it does. But I'm okay with that because the results speak for themselves. There we go. So now I got to figure out how to trim this. I'm supposed to trim it after, but you know, pre-coffee. I think the best way to do this is on the edge here. This is going to be this channel is all about mistakes, though, and learning how to fix them. So, wow, you do not want to. What the hell is wrong with you? You just don't want to go. I'm sorry. Your ass is going to go. Thank you. One of us is going to win, and it wasn't going to be you. That came out. Oh, okay, so that. Take out, right? Fair enough. Speaking of that, how is your daughter doing? Oh, hold on. I think it's the stupid mic. I said, how's your daughter doing? I think last time you were talking, she wasn't really excited going back to school. So I was just curious how all that went. Oh, no school this week? I mean, I don't miss being a kid at all. I love how some people are like, oh, I miss high school. I'm like, yeah, I miss the cliques and, people acting like idiots. Okay, so after I fix that mess up, see, it looks okay, but it doesn't look like it's really all the way there. I noticed that. I mean, it looks okay. Hey, Barry. So, even though this is self-adhesive, so what we do now is we put it through this. And you'll see like a night and day difference. It took me a while to figure it out. And the waiting is the hardest part. I did. It's a fun game. Oh wow, look at that. Like it has the right gloss. Looks good. Man, that looks good. So yeah, so self-adhesive, you put it on that, and then after you trim it, put it through there. Again, you don't want to put the adhesive on the tabs where you glue because you don't want plastic. You want paper on paper. But man, I'm so glad I perfected this. It looks so good. I usually run it through twice just to make sure. I mean, it does add to the process, but I think in the end, it's definitely definitely worth it. Nice. Well, that's 2 down. I know I got River Cities too. The thing is, I have to glue these together. Like, I use thick cardstock, but the problem is it's not thick enough for boxes. Like, this is the thickest my printer can handle. So I figured it out that if I glue 2 sheets together, it's the perfect thickness of a real box. And I use a contact spray glue, so it's soft and malleable. So it's not. I tried doing that with this, but all I got was crunchy boxes, and no one wants crunchy boxes. So like when I pushed in, it was like crunch, crunch. It was like, oh. So the contact spray, the glue adhesive is so much better. No crunchiness here. Nice, Blackbird. All right. So the thing is, we're going to have to, for this one's tricky. I hate doing these ones, but it's fine. These ones are a little more tricky. So what we're going to have to do, we'll set this aside too. So I don't know what it's like there over in Norway, Blackbird, but is your public schools any better? Do you guys have like a lot of bullying and whatnot? Okay, I think that's what we want here, because we want that. How much should I cut out? No, not really that much. All right. So let's get both of these ready. Ah, that's right. That's what I needed to do. Okay. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everywhere nowadays. I mean, when I was a kid in school, there were some, but I was in a small town. It wasn't that bad. I mean, of course there was some, but I think bigger, obviously more people you have, more, jerks you're going to get. So I think my school was like, I think the graduating class was like 70. Man, the soundtrack to this game is killer. I really like it. Like I said, I think her voice sounds like Heart. So how you doing, Barry? Bastard. So I want to keep that, but I want to fold it because folding is important. I think my hometown was like I think at the time was like 6,000 population for the whole entire town. It was nice. Wouldn't trade it for anything. Because I experienced, going to college, how big schools are supposed to be, and I definitely like the small ones better. I am going to be doing a Metaphor Collector's Edition. I'm getting the PS5 version, but I missed the Collector's Edition for Metaphor, so I'm going to be making my own Collector's Edition box and everything that goes with it. All right, perfect. Oh yeah, so we cut it already, right? I'm pretty sure we did. We did. So let's stay right there. A combination of both. I mean, copying is one thing. There's some elements I like on it, but I want to kind of make it my own. Okay, so we're almost there. I think we need to figure out this color issue now. And I think we need to fix the color before we continue. I got the color for the other box. Those are the colors that work with the River City 2. Don't have it for this, though. So what I'm going to do is cut that off there so we can fold it here. Oh, no, we don't have to cut it off. We just need to fold it. Perfect. This we don't need to worry about, but we do need to worry about the colors. All right. Time to bring out the swatch. Color matching. Paint by numbers. Have you guys remember those? My grandma used to get me all those all the time. 23 looks like the best. No, actually 29. See what 29 looks like. I don't know. I used to do those a lot when I was a kid. Oh, that is perfect. Cool. All right. So what our goal here is we got to blend this, whatever color we finally go to. Hmm. 121 seems to be the closest. I am so glad I made these swatches. All right, so 121. Really? Because it looks like if you look at it, it looks like it's like fluorescent pink. I don't know. We'll find out. That's just still too dark. Man, sometimes the swatches lie to you. Now I'm angry. We did 121, right? We did. All right, I feel like that's... I guess we'll go to... Let's see what 9 is. Maybe we can make that work. We may have to do a few coats. I'm trying to see blending too. Man, this color matching stuff is hard. I mean, I only got, what was it? I mean, that's a crap ton of markers. They even sell bigger kits than that, but I didn't want to spend like $2,000 on markers, you know? I mean, not right now. Man, I didn't realize how expensive markers are. All right, we'll just start off the orange. We'll see how we can make it. At least I know that's color matched. I'll have to think of what we can do. And that orange is dead on. Well, I'm thinking maybe the orange with the... Let's go with 9. So if we go from here... Oh, wow. That actually worked. We'll go back a little more. So that blend in, that gradient. That works. So the orange and the pink, I didn't think about that until now. But yeah. Nice. Happy accidents. Okay, cool. So this is done. We'll set that aside. Got one more to do. He lied to me, color swatch. You know what? If you told me like a year or 2 years ago that I'd be playing with markers again, like, I'm not 5, and here we are. To be honest, I actually had it quite fun with it. You never get too old, I guess. I'll tell you one thing, though. One thing that you never get old of is Legos. I don't care what age you are. Those things are fun until the day you die. I love on the box it says, you know, like ages like 5 to what, 99? It's like, I am sure there are probably a couple 100-year-olds out there that you know, that play with Legos. I don't know. I don't think I've ever met anyone who didn't like playing with Legos, or at least hate them. I do know people who hate stepping on them. Like, it's its own pain, right? Like, sometimes when you describe people, like, well, when you hurt yourself, like, what did it feel like? It's like, and the only thing that you could describe that pain is sometimes it's like, oh, it feels like stepping on a Lego, and the person instantly knows what you're talking about. They're like, oh. Everybody knows the pain of Legos. Damn, that's a really close match to that. It's the only thing that you could say. Like, it's how do you describe a pain? There's only one way. It's like, you know, depending on how it feels like. Legos is its own. It's like, yeah, it's like stepping on a Lego. And you know exactly when someone says that, you're like, oh, damn, that hurts. All right, so these are tricky. I've done these a few times. I have a surprise for you guys in a bit. Actually, I can do that now. No, I don't know if I want to reveal it right now. All right, yeah, I'm gonna have to. They already did, secret is I already did one of these boxes already as a test. But it's something I've been working on. Oh crap. Fuck. I screwed it up. I thought I had it right. And I can't pull it off because it'll pull the toner off. So either I got to print this over again or live with it. I don't know if you could see, but like this small area doesn't have gloss on it. I'm thinking just saying screw it and just leave it. Again, it's not for me. I mean, this is for me and not anyone else. I don't think anyone else is going to notice that. You know what? Screw it. It really screwed me up. All right, we need... All right, we won't do that mistake twice. Yeah, these ones suck. I really hate these. You know, I think I'm just going to cut and just have to... I think that's more worth it. All right. I mean, this is still new to me of doing this, so I still... There's a few tricks I still have to... All right. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it. It's just that one area, and it's not going to be very noticeable. If I do, I'll just redo the thing again. I thought I had it right on, but apparently not. I'm trying to think of... I'm trying to remember, going back to the Lego discussion. I'm trying to remember my favorite Lego set. It was the Space Command, I think it was. I don't think they sell them anymore, but it was definitely when I was a kid. And they weren't as elaborate as they were today. Like some of those Lego sets today, man, freaking awesome. But I think they take away some of the imagination, though. Like, you know, our Lego sets back in the day were just pretty much blocky, and I mean, it kind of resembled. It kind of resembled of what you wanted, right? But you had to use your imagination. Still, it was close enough. Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna use this big strip. There's no way I can miss it that way. Ah, got this. The pink and orange. I know this. I keep doing this fine tip. Again, if I read the thing. No, I might be doing some boxes for some indie developers though, for the local area here. I think that'd be kind of cool. And I told them that if they wanted one, all I ask is I'll do it for free, but I would like to make a YouTube video about it because I feel like indie art, especially like small teams, they don't have enough money to pay for that stuff. I mean, obviously, if they wanted a whole bunch, I would have to charge them. But for like a prototype box for showing out their at the booth, I was like, yeah, no, man, I understand how it's like being indie. I mean, I'm doing okay with my real job. I don't need the money. I'll help you out. As long as it's not too many. Because if I get too many, whew. But at least there'll be a lot of YouTube content for a while, though. Plus, I get to promote some, indie games, which is okay with me. I find out nowadays, I mean, occasionally there's some AAA games, like Metaphor looks good. But I'm finding out more times than not nowadays, I like indie games more. I don't know what it is. Like, I like me some pixels. I mean, I like Final Fantasy VI, so yeah, I like me some chunky pixels. Cool. They might be. I just don't like. I would love to be able to do that, but I don't think I have the capacity to do it because I work full time, right? I could probably only do like maybe 10 a week. Like, I would feel bad. I would love to do it, but I wouldn't want to I don't mind designing that and giving it to them. And maybe if I can do a small set, if they're okay with that. I mean, if they're released out a year, I could probably do like 10 a week for a while until they get the thing, but also I don't do pressed games. I use, CD archive, disk archival and burn them. But if they're okay with that, I would, I guess. If they're okay waiting a while. I just don't want to be like, say, I don't want to promise stuff I can't deliver. You know what I mean? As much as I would love to do it, I wouldn't want to screw them over. I guess that's probably why I don't have my own business, because I don't know. It feels like nowadays that all they do is people screw people over, which is sad. Oh yeah, same. I have the Sea of Stars box. I just have to update the disc. But yeah, I got a box of that. Yeah, I loved Sea of Stars. I streamed that on Twitch. It was amazing. Okay, so that's the better way to do it. Okay, so don't try to make the strips. You're gonna have to waste some, and it's better to waste than having to do it all over. Also, cutting it out and folding it, then cutting afterwards seems to be the huge trick here. All right, well, I think we should cut it out first because, you know, putting it through the heater will actually, you know, bond the corners better too. So let's cut it now and then we'll run it through. No, it's what I think I'm going to redo it. It's sad. Like now I figured out how to do the glossiness. I really feel like this one, I did spray it with varnish, but the varnish doesn't look as good as, you know, it's semi-glossy. And I found out that, so I've been experimenting with glossiness, and the varnish doesn't seem to do the trick like the really thin laminate and then running it through the laminator. I might just keep it as it is. It looks really good. I might want to redesign it though, because you know, now I have the I really refined making these boxes, but you know, like the system requirements, you know, logos and better. But I really liked how the slipcover came out. It looked really good. And then the game. Oh, that's right. Mac, PC, and soundtrack. But yeah, it's one of my favorite cases, slipcovers. Oh, and the art book. Art book came out pretty good too. Except for that blank page there. But for the most part, art book came out really good. But yeah, love Sea of Stars. But yeah, I'm excited for that. I also love Chained Echoes. I like Chained Echoes a little more. Don't get me wrong, I like both games. But I'm just saying, if I had to pick one over the other, Chained Echoes is probably my favorite. But don't get me wrong, they're both good. Doesn't mean I'm saying. I have a feeling that some people are going to like think I was like talking trash about it. But yeah, those, man, I really like those RPGs a lot. It's not going to shut right. Oh, well. I think it was my second art book, so it definitely needs to be redone eventually at one point. I accidentally inserted blank pages into it. I keep stuff like that around just to show people, like, you know, it does take a while to learn how to do things and mistakes happen. I mean, it doesn't make the art book any less. I mean, it just, all it has is 2 blank pages. But I will feel like redoing it one day. Oh, you little dick. Also, adding plastic makes this cutting process worse. Oh, I didn't realize I need to cut that. Yeah, Chain Echoes is on my list, yeah. I'm still waiting for Blackbird to finish Final Fantasy 7. Not 7, 16. I was just thinking of RPGs, and I was thinking of what was a good AAA that's been out in a little while. I really like 16. 16 was good. Like some of the boss battles in 16. Damn. Oh, it's a game that if you haven't tried, it's an indie game too. Ah. And this is the new process. Beyond Shadowgate. It's an old 90s point-and-click adventure game. It's an RPG point-and-click adventure game. No, it's a point-and-click adventure RPG. There we go. But yeah. The cool thing about this is when I bought it on GOG. So it came with the map and everything. It also came with 3 comic books. So it was my first time printing comic books, but after printing the magazine, the comic books came out really good though. Like really, really good. Yeah. And the cool thing about, so the comic books came out great. I'm glad it turned out. But what's really cool about this set if I can find it. Here it is. They had a strategy guide that came with the box. And so it made it look like a Nintendo Power strategy book. So this is the first time printing a magazine for me. And it turned out well. Like, it's a magazine style, but yeah, it turned out well. Like, really good. I'm actually surprised. It's probably from all the bookbinding that this one turned out easy. Like, it's obviously transfers over. But yeah, like, look at even the ads they have in there. So the strategy guide in this is amazingly awesome. It's different. Have you ever played Deja Vu for the... Yeah, but the strategy guide came out perfect. I'm really happy how this turned out. But if you ever played Deja Vu for the NES, it's like that. Exactly like that. It's from the same developers too. So they made Deja Vu for the NES, and they also made Shadowgate for the NES. And this is like a forgotten sequel. So I don't. It's okay for me because I'm old. So I want to recommend it, but I'm not sure if you like if that type of RPG is for you. It might be. I just it's different from today's RPGs. It's 90s styles, non JRPG RPG. It's a great game. Yeah, these cuts are awful. Oh, that okay. That's my least favorite part of this whole thing. All right. This is the last one, I think. Yeah, this is the last. No, we got one more to do. Damn it. And I thought we can start the gluing process. No. I guess I'll show you what my first so. No. I'll wait. We'll get this first box done. And that way I can show you the size difference. That looks so good. One more time. All right, we don't need this color chart anymore. All right, so what we want to do. Oh, yeah, but 16, yeah. 16 was good. I don't know. I'm more partial to I love the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters, so really, really love those. It's not that bad. I don't think anyone's going to notice. I mean, this is for me. Like, if I was doing this for someone else, I would totally just reprint it, do it. There's a difference between doing it for yourself and it's fine, versus someone else. I think I'd be way pickier. Like, I would want everything to be perfect if I did it for someone else. For me, I'm okay with small mistakes. But I don't know. I feel if you're doing it for someone else, you give them 190%. You know what? I just feel like yeah, I feel like this is going to be the best way to do this. All right. Yeah, okay. So, as much as I hate to have excess, I just think sometimes sometimes you just have to because it works out so much better than that, and it reduces mistakes. Lesson learned. So yeah, even though I've gotten a perfect box already out of this, the Shadowgate one's example, I'm still learning. You know, you're always learning. Oh, that didn't turn out. Oh, I'm glad I got coffee. Hey, Blackbird, do you have coffee? All right. So what I want to do here, just pull that excess off. Good. I got up late and I was tired, so I got lazy and ordered from McDonald's. I know, but it's like one of those mornings where you wake up and you're like, I don't want to cook. I don't want to do anything. Like that early. So I just ordered McDonald's. Normally I cook my breakfast. I cook my breakfast every day this week. It's just this morning it's like, nah, I'm just lazy today. As for cooking, it is. Actually, McDonald's coffee isn't bad anymore. The McCafe, it's okay. I mean, it's not the greatest coffee in the world. I won't say that, but it's better than what they had before. And it's okay. Like it's okay enough for me to like take it if I'm being lazy that day. Normally I drink like I have like right now I have Hawaiian coffee, which I really love. Wait a minute. Do we have? Don't think we have any. Well, maybe. Oh, that will work. Cool. Yeah, I think right now my favorite coffee is from Hawaii. If you have not had Hawaiian coffee, it's good. Ah, right. I almost made a mistake. Okay, that is top one. So orange. Yeah. I am really digging the soundtrack for this game. Nice. That works great. Ah. All right. All right. So if there's, yeah, there shouldn't be any slip up. All right. Come on. Oh, don't be a dick. All right, we're almost done now. Like the cutting on this isn't too bad. Awesome. Yay, we're making progress. Cool. We are almost there. We can start gluing crap. Bring out my glue stick. I figured out how to make the glue stick work. Instead of using this, you just got to apply multiple layers. And it's less messy now, too. I really need to figure out how to do these corners, and I'm looking for like circular cutters because I want these corners to be, you know, perfect. And obviously my cutting skills don't cut it. So I'm looking for something that will cut in an arc like that. I have a compass, and I try to put like a, you know, this through it, but it just doesn't work that great. So I need something a little more robust. Oh, wow. That I screwed up. But thank God it's easy to fix. Man, I don't know. I just really like sometimes, like, because I always try to put the soundtrack for the game on with the stream I'm doing with. I just feel like it's the fair thing to do. Some are better than others. There's not a track I haven't hated, but there's sometimes that you have a track that just jams and I like it. Like this, for instance. So yeah, if I'm gonna have to figure out something. I'm gonna have to figure out something for this corners, because if I'm gonna be doing boxes for people, like for me, I don't see it and it doesn't bother me, but I would want that to be perfectly, you know, perfect. I'm gonna have to find a solution soon, because yeah, I don't want them to have, like, you know, not perfect edges. So I'll have to figure out a solution. Is this still? Is it still River City Girls? It is. Wow, this is a long soundtrack. I mean, that's good for me. I just realized how blurry that is. Weird. Hold on, I'm just checking something. Weird. Oh, well, I'll look at it later. There's nothing I can do. I mean, it is what it is. All right. Almost there. And sometimes it takes a lot of concentration to do this. So sometimes I don't talk. Especially if I feel like, especially when using a knife, you don't want to break that concentration because, no one wants a cut off finger. I mean, I don't want a cut off finger. I like all my fingers. I like to keep it that way. Oh, that actually came out really almost perfect there. Oh, I wonder if that's what the problem is. No, it's an autofocus. I don't know what's going on because it looks really good up close. So I don't know if it's the focus issue. Oh well. Yeah, but I want something that'll make these cuts like super clean. I don't know what I can do to get that. There's got to be there's circle cutters out there, but I don't need like a industrial one, but I need something that'll work. Something cheap, not cheaper than $2,000, but will work. Okay. Like there's some things in this project I like, but some of the tools I want are like really expensive. All right, we can finally. long we've been streaming for. Hour and a half. Cool. That means we'd be able to get one box in. All right, run through these twice and we get to... Oh, yeah, Blackbird, you didn't answer my question. Did you finish Final Fantasy 16? Disappoint me. Joking, of course. All right. I think we ran these through. Yeah, we did. I mean, you can just tell right away just by looking at it if I did or not. All right, we're done here. All right, let's do some cleanup. I don't think I need this anymore. Nope. Oh no. We do need to color this, though. Oh, that sucks. Insurance. Oh. I don't care what insurance it is. It's always a pain in the ass to work with them. I have keratoconus, and in America we have health insurance, and I have to get special contact lenses, and I've been fighting for them forever on paying for them. They're like, no, it's cosmetic, and it's like, no, I actually need these to see. I can't wear glasses. I have to have these to see. They're like, no, it's cosmetic. You have to pay for it yourself. And I've been fighting for them for 10 years on that. I just gave up. I just save up for a year. I have an HSA, and I just put money inside for that. It's not. My eye doctors are like, nope, it's not cosmetic. But I've had car insurance before too, and they always take their sweet ass time getting back to you. Like they draw it out as long as possible, so they don't have to pay you. And they always make you do some ridiculous stuff. Like, you know, if they're not happy with the first quote, they make you get a second quote. Some of the stuff they do is absolute bullshit. So I feel your pain. I just feel like any insurance is... I've not had insurance yet that hasn't been a pain in the ass to work with. All right, let's get rid of this side. Always got to get the sides going. I'm been pretty lucky in matching the sides and the color. Like I'm getting good at it. Sometimes I feel like I mean, like you saw earlier, I wasn't quite sure if I could match the color, but I always seem to. If I have to blend it or not. Good enough. I really do like, I don't know what it is about doing these boxes and stuff like that. It's really relaxing to me and I really enjoy it. It just, I don't know. Because, you know, I'm a systems and network engineer during the week, along with some physics stuff. It's just, I don't know. I like things that just don't require that type of mental thinking. This is River City 2 soundtrack. I think that's all of them, right? I mean, we did that already. We'll keep it aside just in case. But oops. All right. One more cut and we're done. Gluing process time. All right. Man, that gloss looks so good. I am just so happy that I found a solution for that. I think, Barry, you were here last time when I said I was working on a solution, so I'm glad I found it. All right. So first things first, let's do the back. And we'll do one of the sides. All right, so the back has the notch. Oh, that's gonna look so good. All right, so this is how I figured it out too. All right, so there's that. And the almighty purple glue stick. All hail the purple glue stick. I'm just still jealous that I didn't have this when I was a kid. Even in lipstick type of, or chapstick type of thing. Lipstick, chapstick. And also found out something interesting too, is that once you got to be pretty liberal on this one. Because you don't want it to dry fast. But also what you want to do is take the leftover here, put it on the edges. It seems like the edges have the most needs to be most reinforced. So yeah, sure you. All right. The cool thing about the lamination, the gloss lamination, is that even if there's glue gets on it, it buffs right out. Like you don't even notice it. It's before if there's a little, you had to be really careful, and of course, you know, sometimes accidents happen. Yeah, see right there, the joints are going to be fine. All right, we'll do the second side. And then, like, yeah, this gives me time to... So, yeah, this was good. But when I'm finding out how I could use the glue stick better, it gives me more time to work faster. Like, if you put it on really thick and liberal like that, apply it liberally, it's... It gives you time, but it dries quick. All right, so yeah, this side. Well, looks like the soundtrack for 2 is just as good. See what I mean? Still, but again, it buffs out like nothing. You don't even it like there are so many pros with going with the glossy laminate. I mean, there is no downside to doing this. It was just figuring out how to do. I mean, well, the only downside I think is it takes longer, but I'm okay with that. I think there's the only downside. Plus, it adds protection to the box too. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, it definitely makes this work go faster. I mean, you streamline things when you get... We can buff that out later. It's a tad bit over, but I'm not worried about it. Let it dry for a few minutes. Oh no, I'm out of coffee. I think the world's going to end now. All right, that's good enough. That's one thing I love about USB-C is that everything that is new now has USB-C, right? And so like my headset I'm wearing now is USB-C and it was getting down. It was like at 2%. Now it's at 50%. So it's just nice to be able to have one charger. Like my iPad was fine, like, you know. So I could borrow that cord until this is charged up enough. It's just nice to have one cable to rule them all. Like I hate having so many cables. Another nice thing about USB-C is that, you know, you don't have to worry about plugging in wrong. I mean, I think we've all experienced the the USB, like, you know, the old ones, USB-A, where you'd plug it in Turned around, it didn't work. Plug it, you turn around again, and then after the third or fourth time, it goes in. Even though you switching it around it's like, well, maybe I didn't plug it right in the first time. Maybe so you hated that. No, see, it's just plug it in. No wrong way. Oh, Barry, I'm on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. I post a lot of my stuff updates on there. Like some ideas and some progress stuff if you're interested in following. I don't know if Blackbird, you're following me on Twitter, right? If not, I don't use it for much else because it's brain rot after that. Like, holy crap, is it brain rot? Oh yeah, no, I just do it just to post unfortunately, if you want, like, for Twitch streams and YouTube streams, you got to use it. Like, it's a tool for that. Like, that's pretty much all I use it for. I don't stay there and read because, brain rot. But yeah, it's sad that it's a must now if you have to use social media to get anywhere. Because I actually would love to be able to do this as my full-time job. You know how cool that would be? I mean, I still stream gaming, but like, during the day and stuff, and then man, I would love to be able to do this as a full-time job. Because I don't think I would get bored of it either, because these sides are a pain in the ass. I'm gonna have to do it. I don't think I'd get bored of it either, because I would come up with new ideas or do something different. Like, each game is different. And the design process of making the boxes is fun too. Yeah, I would mix it up a lot though. I try now. I got the collector's editions. I'm making these boxes. I'm doing art books now. Board games. That board game came out okay. Like, it's okay. But I know I could do better. But I'm just happy that my first time was just okay. It definitely looks like it's homemade, but it looks like a good homemade version. And you are not cooperating. Sorry, this edge is here. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna have to use one of these, clips till it dries. We're almost done, though. You know, while that's drying, let's do the top here. Are you still here, Barry? I think he long stream, so yeah, understand that. All right. Again, you want that on the sides. For some reason, especially when things are folding and bending, you want that extra protection. All right, so we want to put this on here now. So yeah, just lining it up is the most important part. You don't want seams, especially on the top. The sides you can get away with a little bit. Like I said, if I was doing that for someone else, I'd make sure it's totally, but here, it's really important. You know what? It's funny, Blackbird, when I first got this mat, because it was brand new, I was like, you know, cutting, I didn't want to cut in. It's because it's designed for a cutting mat, right? But it's brand new, so like I don't know what it is with the human nature. So it's like I don't want to cut into it, you know, leave marks. And so, you know, because it was brand new and it looks so nice. But now that I've, you know, cut into it and it's been abused, I just don't even care anymore. That's what it's supposed to, you know, to make sure I don't scratch up this. But it's weird how human nature is, right? It's like, you know what this is for. This is designed to be destroyed. But you just mentally, like, it's weird. This one's like $20, and it's reversible. Like there's a white one on the end, so like it's fine. I like matching white, but you know when this side gets all cut up, I'll just flip it over and use the other side. But it's $20 versus a $200 desk or workbench, which is, I mean, this is easier to replace than this. It's not just that, you know, $200 isn't really that expensive for a desk, but still, and you can't replace the top versus, you know, replacing one of these. But it's supposed to last a long time. It's a self-healing mat. It does pretty good. And self-healing means that when you cut into it, even though you cut into it, it smooths over so that, you know, it's still a smooth surface. But I mean, it can only take so much before it, you know, you have to replace it. It can only heal itself so many times. It's not Wolverine. Speaking of Wolverine, that's a character I always use in Marvel vs. Capcom. And people call him cheap. He probably is, because you can spam his moves like a lot. But I really liked his style and how fast he was. I mean, if you're good enough, you can counter it. That's all that matters. Man, I love Marvel vs. Capcom. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is probably my favorite out of this series. All right, we're getting there. So we only need one more, and then that's the top. Just gotta wait for that. Gotta wait for that top to dry. Waiting's the hardest part. Also a good Tom Petty song. All right. Bottom time. Then we'll do the sides. Definitely yeah, I definitely buy my glue sticks in bulk. You'd be surprised how much I go through. It's a good thing I could buff that out. Otherwise, that would have been awful. Yeah, I don't want to like put pressure on the box now because it's drying and it'll misform it. But because it's lamination, it's easy just to get rid of that glue. So another positive of going with the lamination now. I'll have to touch this up a bit. We're almost done with this box. And then I get to show you what I've been working on. All right, I'm gonna do. I have to do one at a time. Yeah, we want that glue. I mean, one, it gives me time to like move it together, and two, a thicker base will make it a better bond. Not too thick though. But you definitely want that bond. Like, see that? I can wipe that off. No big deal. We're at the home run now. Only one more side and we're done with the box. I mean, there's some color touch up we have to do, but that's a given. Man, look how much nicer these boxes look with the gloss laminate. And I'm finally, because I have regular ones, but it's too thick and it ruins it. Like when it gets too thick, it doesn't feel like it doesn't bend right. It doesn't, like, you need the right thickness. And I'm glad I found a really thin one. It's perfect for the box. I'm so happy I found a solution. All right, side number 2. Again, you really want the sides to be See, I've been only doing games I like. I mean, I'm helping out the indie community because that's, you know, I want to be supportive. Just because I might not like the game they're making doesn't mean it's not good. You know what I mean? Everybody has their taste in games. But for the most part, for my personal collection, I only do games that I like or have played and liked. Like I bought this and I really liked it. I think about I'm halfway through and I really liked it. So I was like, you know what? I'll make a box of it. So I'm a collector, but I only collect things I like. Like there's some people who like collect every Switch game and every Super Nintendo game. I mean, I get it. I mean, everybody has their hobbies, but I don't understand. I don't know. To me, collecting means collecting things that I like, right? So I only collect the things, like all the Super Nintendo games I have right now are the ones I like. And if I find a game later, another Super Nintendo game I like later, I'll buy it. You know, the physical edition of it. But yeah, I only do. Yeah, I'm a collector, but I don't go overboard. I only buy things I like and want to keep. Oh, hey, Barry. Well, you're here. We finished the box. And I wanted to show you, now that you're here, I wanted to show you something. And the finished product. That looks really good. Damn, that looks good. All right, so like I said, I did the original. I did one. Here's the reveal. Hold on, let me put a cap on this glue stick before it dries out. Nothing more irritating than that. So I did a box before, but I was testing something even better. So here is the true big box, PC big box. I was experimenting because it's hard to get a big box because of my printer. So I've been working on it, but I found a way to make the big box. Like this is, like, look how much bigger it is. Like these are great. I'm going to be using this one. I just wanted to experiment on making some games you want a big box, but like this is, you know, the regular box is fine. But I wanted to get the PC big box. And so I figured out how to do that. It turned out so good too. Like, look at that. So yeah, I already did the box for the 2, and that's what I learned. I didn't want to do this on stream because I had it and I wanted to do it right then and there. But yeah, so I figured out how to do the super big boxes now. Because, you know, look at that. I really like the big box though. Like that is like, it's about 25% bigger. But yeah, it barely fits. Like, so let's get a piece of paper. So this is how I figured out how to do it. I need a normal piece of paper. All right. So as you can see, in a normal piece of paper, it barely fits. Like it's pretty much just the whole entire sheet of paper. Like if we were to, the top is a little bit, but on the sides, there is no room. I dialed in the margins and I dialed in my templates to really take advantage of filling out the whole page. So tallness wasn't an issue. That was okay. It was the width and the margins in the printer. So I figured out how to do that. And then the thing is the sides though, it wouldn't fit because, you know, I can't print because, you know, it has the flap and everything. So I just used legal. So I got some legal cardstock, and that gave me plenty of room to do the sides with the flap. So I figured out how to do it. But yeah, I'm going to do this one later because I already have this one, and I want, because these stack better on my shelves, right? And I like, and to me, this works perfect for me. But there are some collections I want a big box for. But yeah, for like this is perfect for my shelves because it stacks nicely. But for some games that require this, I figured it out. Blackbird, I have no idea what I'm going to put inside of this. I'm working on it. It could be. But yeah, I'm on Twitter, so if you want to follow me and see some of my stuff I do during the week, when you know, like during my lunch break and off work stuff. Cool. I think we're gonna end it here for today. Yeah, I think today is good enough. Well, we got River City and River City Gets Turtle. Super big box edition. Damn, that's so good. I really like how this turned out. That looks so good. All right, anyway, enough of that. Everybody have a good night or a good day. I'll probably see you maybe tomorrow, but I'll be streaming tonight though. I'm finishing Luigi's Mansion on Twitch. So anyway, see you guys later. Oh, hey, Decide.